Mahatma Gandhi delivered many speeches throughout his life, but one of his most famous and inspiring speeches is known as the Quit India speech. Before you discuss the resolution, let me place before you one or two things. I want you to understand two things very clearly and to consider them from the same point of view from which I am placing them before you. I ask you to consider it from my point of view, because if you approve of it, you will be enjoined to carry out all I say. It will be a great responsibility. There are people who ask me whether I am the same man that I was in 1920, or whether there has been any change in me. You are right in asking that question. Let me tell you that I am the same Gandhi as I was in 1920. I have not changed in any fundamental respect. I attach the same importance to non-violence that I did then. If at all, my emphasis on it has grown stronger. There is no real contradiction between the present resolution and my previous writings and utterances. Occasions like the present do not occur in everybody's and but rarely in anybody's life. I want you to know and feel that there is nothing but purest ahimsa in all that I am saying and doing today. The draft resolution of the Working Committee is based on ahimsa. The contemplated struggle similarly has its roots in ahimsa. If, therefore, there is any among you who has lost faith in ahimsa or is wearied of it, let him not vote for this resolution. Let me explain my position clearly. God has vouchsafed to me a priceless gift in the weapon of ahimsa. I and my ahimsa are on our trail today. If in the present crisis, when the earth is being scorched by the flames of ahimsa and crying for deliverance, I failed to make use of the God-given talent, God will not forgive me and I shall be judged unworthy of the great gift. I must act now. I may not hesitate and merely look on. When Russia and China are threatened, ours is not a drive for power, but purely a non-violent fight for India's independence. In a violent struggle, a successful general has been often known to effect a military coup and to set up a dictatorship. But under the Congress scheme of things, essentially non-violent as it is, there can be no room for dictatorship. A non-violent soldier of freedom will covet nothing for himself. He fights only for the freedom of his country. The Congress is unconcerned as to who will rule. When freedom is attained, the power, when it comes, will belong to the people of India, and it will be for them to decide to whom it placed in the entrusted. Maybe the day would never come when I would have to present such a resolution. If today not one but two Gandhis were born and were they to offer themselves as candidates to compete for the job of the Prime Minister, I would withdraw in their favor. But the present situation is different. The present movement of non-cooperation is neither calculated nor intended to overthrow the government. It is intended to reform the government. The movement has its message of reform. It is, to me, a profound and moving thing that one single man, disregarding the class and differences, should have been able to persuade the nation to declare and maintain a non-violent struggle for freedom. The action of the government in promulgating ordinances instead of introducing the bill in the legislature would have clearly justified non-cooperation, even if the meeting at Bombay had not ratified the Congress Working Committee's resolution.